You know, for someone that can read Chinese, I'm really struggling to read Swedish. We're starting today at Jarntorget. Today I'm going to an island called, I think it's Hönö. I think that's the pronunciation, but so I've come here, I took the tram here, and now I need to take the 290 bus. It takes 50 minutes to the ferry port because you need to take a ferry. How crazy is this? My bus just drove onto the ferry. I thought I had to get off the bus to get a ferry, but no, the bus literally just drives onto the ferry. Here we go, we're moving. Let's go to the island and see all of these cars on the ferry. Got the captain right up here. We're getting closer, let's go back on the bus. Time to change bus, let's take bus number 2. Wow, what a beautiful part of the world. So this island, I've heard Hönö and Hönö, so I don't know which one it is, but I've come to Clava. Apparently Clava is like the hub of the island, so let's see. This place is so peaceful. It's super duper quiet, but amazing. I don't think I've ever been in a place like this. I did read about a place you can hire a bike, so I'm trying to find that now. But I did read about this place too, Lilling Cottage, so maybe we'll have lunch there. Just look at this place. Amazing. I think I found the bike place. Got some wheels, let's go, let's see the islands. Let's go, got my bike. The guy recommended that I go right to the top. There's 3 islands together and he told me to go right to the top. He said it's about 7k ride, so the weather's beautiful. Let's go. I'll give you all of the information where to get a bike because I'm pretty sure there's only one place to get a bike in the whole place. But I started in Clava, which is the community right at the bottom of Hönö. We're gonna say Hönö. But yeah, he told me to go right to the top. We're gonna pass 2 more islands. There's a school right behind me, and I say this every time I come to a place like this. Are the kids here happier than the kids living in Gothenburg, in a busy city? Are they happier? What do you think? I think definitely yes. I just crossed the bridge and now I'm on the island of Rörö or Rörö. So cool. Hopefully you can hear me, it's pretty windy, but I've taken a detour into one of the neighborhoods and some of the houses here are huge. And I have noticed that most of the population is elderly. Not elderly, but older people. So maybe this is, these islands are places that Swedish people come to retire. I'm not too sure, but the houses are so cool. And it's so peaceful here. Just crossed the bridge. Now I'm on Hönö Island, but I'm gonna get a better view of the Baltic Sea. I hope you can hear me, but look at this view. Wow, that's the Baltic Sea. If you keep going that way, you'll get to Gothenburg, but if you keep going that way, you'll get to Denmark. Amazing. Anyway, let's crack on and keep riding. This sign says like and subscribe. So I was told when I get here to Rörö, so this is where I am, I'm right at the top. I started in Clava right down the bottom, and there's a ferry here. So I was told you can either lock the bike here and then walk around here. There's a few small hikes, or this ferry goes to Rörö, which is a national park. So I think I have time. So let's jump on the ferry. So I'm right here in Rörö, and the ferry goes to Rörö. So let's go. Look at this view. Look how close they're parked together. I reckon there's about 12 cars on here. They got some indoor areas too. Maybe when it's too cold outside. How cool is this? So cool. Here we go, we're moving. Very windy. I bet this is miserable in the winter. I bet it's so cold. Wow, how cool was that? Welcome to the island of, I guess it's Rörö, I'm not sure, but let's try and find the national park. And lunch, we need lunch. So I found the national park, look. There's a horse right there. There's loads of them. But before I go in, I want to try and find some food. I didn't see a single restaurant, so try and find someone to ask. This place is beautiful and all, but there's no one here. All I see is old people living their best life, but such a cool place. I have no idea who lives here, but it definitely seems like it's a retirement place, just like all the other islands. But it's so peaceful, it's silence. At the harbour I did see something, it looked like a supermarket. I don't know if it was a restaurant, but let's see if it's open, because there's no one here. But like I was saying on the ferry, it's absolutely beautiful. But, and it's a big but, because Sweden gets cold. So I bet it's freezing in the winter. I bet it's not so fun. Oh, by the way, all of the ferries that I've taken today, absolutely free. You don't have to pay for ferries or anything. It's so great. But I'm coming back to the harbour now. So I'm hoping there's a restaurant or supermarket or something. But I did see a school, and there was 2 kids playing outside. 2 kids. I don't think there's many kids that live here. I can't tell if this is a supermarket or a restaurant, but let's take a look. So there's a supermarket here, and it looks like a restaurant here, but it's closed. I don't know what to do. Surely there's a restaurant or supermarket or something, but uh-oh. So I just asked the guy that walked by, and he said this is the only supermarket on the island, and it doesn't open until 3. It's currently 1:30, and he said there's 1 restaurant on the island, and it's closed, so no food on the island. So right here is a fish and chip shop, and it's closed, so no food this time. So I'm going to take a quick look around the park where the horses were. No bikes allowed, so we're walking. Here we go. So here we are. It looks like there's a few different walking routes, but always remember. Thanks. You ready for this? Look at this place. Look at that. That is amazing. Let's go. This is gonna sound crazy, but you know when you see Jurassic Park and it's like a huge opening and like the dinosaurs are like walking about? It looks like that. That's exactly what it looks like. But no dinosaurs, just horses. Wow, just look at this place. The camera does not do it justice. It's amazing. I know I'm not, but it feels like I'm in the middle of nowhere. Like a different planet. Amazing. And I love the fact that the only way to get here is a ferry. Like you can't fly in. It's amazing. Who lives here? If you live here, why do you live here? Well, it's obvious why. Wow, amazing. Feels like I'm on the edge of the earth. Wow, I bet that water's cold. I could sit here for hours. It's so peaceful. You just see nothing for miles and miles, nothing. Amazing. The world is amazing. The 1st of September 2023, 2 p.m. I was on the edge of the world. I hope you can even hear me, but it's days like today that I'm so glad that I started making vlogs, because I'm gonna remember all of this. And you don't have to make vlogs, but everywhere you go, take pictures, take videos, so you can look back on them in years and years, and you can show people how amazing the places are that you've been. Wow. And then when you come back, you get a view of the community. And I can see the ferry coming, so I better hurry up. I don't know how often the ferries come, but it looks like there's only one going back and forward, so it might be a while to wait, so let's hurry up. I can see it coming. Let's go, we're going for it. This is the school. Fish and chips. I made it, but there was a price to pay. A car came around the corner and it kind of spooked me. Wow. It's okay, I made it. Only 4 cars on this ferry. Bye bye Rörö. I'll have memories for a while. We're making a stop in Hönö. I was just thinking, what kind of people have a bottle opener on a ferry? But nope, it holds the door. Welcome back to Rörö. If you do come to Sweden, definitely ride bikes on Rörö Island. Great fun. But let me explain what happened, because it's not because I was filming. That's not why I fell down. But this bike, if I pedal backwards, it's the brake. So there's no like hand brake. Like the only way to brake is to pedal backwards. So I went around that corner, and of course I was pedaling, and then I must have stopped because I saw the car come around the corner, and then I must have, like, if you put your foot back just a little bit, it brakes. So I think that's what happened, but no damage to the bike. I'm fine. Life goes on. Like, if you don't understand what I mean, like I'm pedaling right now, but if I pedal backwards, it brakes. So I think that's what happened. I just went too far backwards. The sun is still shining, life goes on, but I'm gonna take a slow, very slow bike ride down to Clava. That's where I got the bike from. I have not eaten or drank anything all day, so I need something, maybe something strong after that, but let's go back down to Clava. By the way, a nice lady did stop her car to ask me if I was okay. I should have asked her if she's got a dash cam. That would have been fun to see. Made it back to Clava. Let's eat. Oh, it is needed right now. Delicious lunch. I was talking to the waitress because she's like 25 years old, and I said, are you from here, this island? She said, yeah. And I said, you've lived here your whole life? She said, yeah. And I said, why? And she said, oh, my family's here, la la la, whatever. And I said, so eventually, like, you're gonna move away? And she said, yeah, like all the young people do. And I said, yeah, mostly I've seen old people here. But she said the only reason she stays is because of her family. But she said in the summer it's very different. She said in the summer the weather's beautiful, people swimming in the sea. But if she wants to party, she has to go into the city. So yeah, she said she's eventually going to move away, but at the moment she's staying for her family. Anyway, it's 4 o'clock. Let's return the bike. So I just returned my bike. I got it from Paulo Cycles. I'll put the name in the description, but like I said, I'm pretty sure this is the only place you can get a bike on the island, and it's in Clava, right down south. But definitely come. I think I paid 185 Swedish crowns, which is like $15 US for the whole day. And I did explain to him, like, I fell down and the bike, there was a few like scratches on the bike, but he said no problem, as long as you're okay, the bike's okay, like it's all good. Now it's just about getting back to the mainland. I hope I can just do what I did coming here, but in reverse. So what I did was took the 290 across the ferry. Then when I got to the island, I took the number 2. So I think the number 2 goes down this street back to the ferry, and then I can take the 290. One of the biggest difference I've noticed between Sweden and Denmark is in Denmark, everything's in English. Sometimes it's only in English rather than Danish and English, but in Sweden, it's very rare that stuff's in English. Even like transport and stuff, like the bus information, only in Swedish. But absolutely everybody speaks English. Look at this. Made it back to the ferry port. There is a 290 bus here, but I think it goes into the city, not on the ferry. Yep, that bus is 290, but it's going back into the city. But 16 minutes until the bus that I go onto the ferry back to Gothenburg. As you can see, a ferry's just left. You can walk onto that ferry, but I'm gonna have to get the bus the other side anyway, so I might as well wait here for the bus and then go onto the ferry with the bus. If you ever visit Gothenburg, I definitely recommend visiting the islands. So easy to get around, just be careful on bikes. But the last bus back to Gothenburg is 5:40. So it's pretty early, I think. So if you're here at 6, then you're staying on the island for the night. Ferry just coming in now, and these cars are waiting in line to take it back to Gothenburg. Well, not Gothenburg, the mainland. Here they come. And there they go. back in Gothenburg, but the fun is not over. It's football time. If you were watching a few days ago when I was in Copenhagen, I went to a hugely important game, FC Copenhagen, but there's a not so important game in Gothenburg tonight. The reason why I say it's not so important is because it's a Divisional 1 game. It's not even the best league in Sweden. Stadium's right there. And I don't have a ticket yet, so I need to try and find the ticket office to buy a ticket. Anything bad I said about Sweden, I take it back. Anything bad I said about Swedish people, I take it back. So I go to that office, say, can I buy a ticket? And the guy says, do you have Swish? Which I'm guessing is like a payment thing that they have in Sweden. I said, no. He says, do you have cash? I said, no. And he says, here's the ticket. And I said, can I pay for it? He says, no need, like, just take it. So he just gave me a free ticket. Like, thank you. I did try and pay. I said, no, let me pay. He said, no, just take it, it's okay. So, thank you. Wow, look at this place, so cool. So I just asked someone how to say the name of the team, and it's Ågreta. If you're Swedish, you know how I'm saying it, but it's this, Ågreta. And if you saw the video when I went to the FC Copenhagen game, there was like 35,000 people. It was crazy. But you can see the stadium is big, but I think there's going to be like 2,000 people here. Let's take a look from the top. Wow. Right to the top. I feel like I'm the only kid in the playground. I can go wherever I want. Super sunny, but I think I'm going to watch the first half from here. But this team is the oldest football team in the whole of Sweden. And also this stadium is used by a team in the Premier Division, so the highest division in Sweden too. I thought it was a goal, but it's offside. As soon as he scored, and he said, I knew it wasn't offside. So the referee talked to him and he's given the goal, so it's 1-0, but it definitely wasn't offside. I knew that wasn't offside. It was obvious. But yeah, like, they're still talking about it. It's half time, it's 2-0. I've watched a lot, I love watching football, I've watched a lot of games in my life, but this is the worst professional game I've ever watched in my life. It's so bad. I don't care about this game, I'm a neutral, I just want to watch a good game of football, so I don't care about the score, but just the quality is so bad. I'm going to watch the second half downstairs to get a better view. Front row, baby. It's 3-0. All the fans are so mad. That's the manager. The manager's going to speak to the fans. All the fans are screaming at the manager and the players. Manager's right there.
What have you done?
Wow, what an experience that was. I still enjoyed the game because I love watching football, but it was a terrible game, terrible quality. I tried to go back to thank the guy for giving me the ticket, but he was gone. And I definitely understand the fans' frustration. They just lost to one of the worst teams in the whole league, and they lost badly, like it wasn't a close game at all. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe because tomorrow we're going to the third country in Scandinavia, Norway. See you tomorrow, bye bye. There's so many homeless people here. And I didn't see any in Denmark, any in Sweden, but there's so many people begging in the street.